Thought I'd show everybody the current priming system that I'm using. It's the Bald Eagle priming tool. It's like 80 bucks or 90 bucks online right now. I think it's a great little tool for the money. It uses, I'll show you, just a regular shell holder. You need to make sure that you have the style that has the nub underneath, not one of the flat Lee style ones, because this piece is going to lock into it. So what it does is this little collar goes over it to help stabilize it inside of the locking collar. So all you're going to do, there's no up or down, it's just a milled piece of steel. You're going to put that over. You do need to make sure that you have a I'm trying to think here. I've got an RCBS does not work. I had to get gosh, I want to say it was Hornady. I think Redding might work also. Anyway, it has to be one with a slightly larger hole down the middle. The RCBS is too restrictive, and that's because there's this kind of piece right here, and this has to go over it. You can see it fit right inside. If it doesn't fit inside, then it's not going to work. So I'll put this on, and then this just screws down. Now I've got a certain number of clicks that I go down, so that if I have to take this off, I know exactly what my reset is. There's no easy indicator. I have drawn a little line, but it's not as precise as you would think, because every click is I think it's like a 1.5 thousandths. So all right, so we're gonna give it a check. Now all you have to do, this is the entire leverage system of it, which I really like. It's easy on my hands. There's just a simple handle that screws into the side there. Just looks like this. Makes it nice and easy. So let me just grab one here, and we'll give it a test. So it's sitting at 8.5. I want one deeper. 10. So this is where I'm seating at right now. I really like it. I'll do one more just to make sure that it's set properly. 10. So I find that even though this is not a primer fed system like RCBS or some of the other systems that are out there, I can still go really fast. And the way I do that is I take a piece of brass and then I just pick up a primer, I stick the primer in, and then I go. So it's just, you know, it's just like this. And you can feel it bottom out. It really makes for a nice consistent crush if that's what you're after. I find that it's incredibly consistent. You know, there's 9.5. And I know some guys use tweezers to feed this thing. Since I'm wearing gloves, and I think a lot of people use tweezers because they are afraid of getting hand oils on their primers, which I don't think makes a damn bit of difference. But if you were, you know, like I've talked about before, I wear gloves during every part of the reloading process, so I don't really worry about it. And for me, doing it this way is just a lot faster than trying to pick up primers with a pair of tweezers, especially because the whole reason I'm using this system is that I have bad hands, and so the last thing I need is something that requires more dexterity, which only increases the pain on my hands. So I can just rip through these pretty quickly. I did 100 the other day and it didn't take me much time at all. Obviously, if you're using something like a Holland RCBS system, you're going to go a lot faster. The Primal Rights is a lot faster because you're using primer pickup tubes in each case. You know, Primal Rights will run you about 600. I've owned one, I've had one. It's an amazing piece of machinery. I just wanted to play with other machines and try other priming systems, so I did get rid of it. I also use a 21st Century hand primer, which again is an incredibly well-made, repeatable piece of machinery. You know, we're really fortunate to have a lot of good things out there. So try something, see what you like, and go from there.